You talk about getting your feelings / getting motivated. Bro, the climb will put you through it, bro.
Because if Mac knows he could be playing a WWE entrance, he could be playing a Disney song from 20 years ago.
Other reason. If something brings you happiness, why would you drop it? That doesn't make sense to me.
I think just living with her dad. It just.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros podcast.
So first things first, man.
Good morning.
I'm so tired. It's so early in the morning. I ain't get no sleep. But I asked ChatGPT. I said, "What's some breaking news?" And this is actually something I didn't expect to see. But there's Oklahoma wildfires going on, and there's 4 deaths, 142 injured, and it prompted a state of emergency. Supposedly, this is on Coco News. I don't know if it's an official news source or not, but apparently there's wildfires going on in Oklahoma, where our parents live, and they want us to move there with them. So, yeah, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it says current. It's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's shocking.
Current Oklahoma wildfires, forest fires, and lightning strikes. So I don't think it's a good time to live there.
No.
But that's Oklahoma. I mean, well, I don't know about all that, but I know it is like Tornado Valley. So like, I don't know what time that is, but it has to be when it gets nicer out. It's not in the winter, so it's either around this time, like kind of springtime, or I would say maybe at the end of summer.
You think this is a normal thing?
Well, I don't know, but I know it's normal that they have bad weather, like thunderstorms that bring these like tornadoes and stuff. So when I said lightning strikes, the lightning strikes make sense, like to me, because they have bad storms. And then if it's dry there, I mean, then again, that is kind of crazy. Because usually it must be dry lightning then, because usually it's a thunderstorm with rain. But I know Arizona or Florida, one of them get bad like lightning storms and it's not even raining. So maybe it's similar to that, where then if the lightning struck, it was so dry it just caused the fire. Or this is just two complete different things, and they just both happening at the same time. But yeah, I didn't know Oklahoma had wildfires like I guess Cali or sometimes Arizona can.
I didn't either. We got to check on mom and dad today.
Another reason I won't move there.
That wasn't even my original question I was going to start with. The original one I was going to start with was, would you rather have your daughter date you, not you, but a guy like you, the younger you, or would you rather your son go through everything you went through as a man? So would you rather your daughter date you, or would you rather your son go through everything that you went through as a man?
Well, I would rather my daughter find a man like me when I was dating, and then I was engaged at one point. That was a good era for, my son to be in a relationship.
Your daughter.
Good. I did. I mean, yeah, I was thinking my son was up for my steps. That's a good time. That would be a great time for my daughter to meet a young man like me, because that was a good time in my life. So 100%, I have no problem with that. It would have been a good guy, took care of her.
What about like currently though? Like if it was like, everything come back around, not just that one small part of your life, right now.
Zach, you texted me the other day and you said you were watching the podcast. I should have been ready for this. You said you've been watching the podcast over and reviewing, and you saw how I egg stuff on or just do little things. So I see what you're doing here. I see you trying to get back.
I'm just asking a genuine, like, what about now, though? Because the people who didn't know you then, we're recording a podcast. That was years ago. I don't even remember the exact date. Maybe 10 years ago. I don't know. We're talking about right now.
10 is crazy.
So you now.
Right now, I would have to say to my young daughter, if she presented a guy like me right now.
So wait, you're saying you're choosing the daughter, because I'm saying you can either say your daughter is dating the person you are, or your son goes through everything you go through in life. Which one would you prefer?
Oh. So if I was older now, then I would probably just say my son can, go through what I go through. He could be figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
It's gonna be a little tough, but he'll figure it out. I'm still here, so I think he will be too.
Okay, fair enough. Is it something that you would look forward to him going through the most? Like, oh, that's such a character building moment, or can't wait for him to, see what it's like or whatever. Not like in an evil way, but just,
I think just living with our dad. It just is funny, bro. Our mom is funny too, but our dad is like hilarious. So like it's just funny. Like we at the dinner table one time and we're just eating dinner like a normal family minding our business. And all of a sudden our dad like hollers almost, looks to the right outside the window,
Oh
and
god.
then smacks the crap out of his face for absolutely no reason besides that in his head he thought it was gonna be funny, so he let his
Yeah.
intrusive thoughts win. And his whole family of three people just sees him smack himself, and we just wonder, is he okay? But like, he's okay because he's my dad, so I know this is like just what he's doing for no reason. But I would just like just that, bro. Just an experience, bro. I feel like that's why I'm so impulsive to this day. Her mom is impulsive too. Don't get me wrong. I could
Yeah.
tell you stories about her. We get it from both of them. But my pops, that's just one example. So yeah, I would
And
just
he's
say for
not
that
sped.
reason.
He's not sped,
Nah,
everyone.
not bad.
That's
But he just he crazy like the next person. We all a little crazy. I'm not gonna hold the phone, bro. But I would say that because they're just every day is just different. Like it's just, and then don't let you come home from school and you got a little phone call or a little bad grade you worried about. They need to have that experience. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't even know what did you ask that for about the dad. Why did that come in?
uh it was about, would you rather your son go through what you went through, and you were like, yeah, because of dad.
Oh, so then you okay, yeah. I would say that for sure. Yeah, and it was. I mean, life been pretty good. You go through hard things, but I feel like we went through hard things young, so we kind of knew how to operate, I guess, better when we got older. Even though we took maybe bigger L's or just different L's. I don't know. I think it just hits different when you get older as well. But we kind of just knew how to operate with certain things where it wasn't too much of a surprise. Whereas the next person, I know plenty of people that haven't gone through the same things I'm going through in life.
Man.
So when they have, especially at like our adult age of just being like mid 20s to late 20s, early 30s, they kind of be like shocked a little bit. And then I just be there like, I guess able to help in a different way, but at the same time, like I'd be shocked that they shocked. Like, what you mean? Like, I don't know. It'd be all interesting.
Yeah, I feel like they helped us with a lot of problem solving skills too, which a lot of
Yeah.
people don't have. Like they'll come across a problem and they're like, "What do I do?" Instead of trying to work through it. Especially when it's some stuff don't even be that complicated. But yeah, and I don't feel like we have a lot of either. It's one or two things. Either we never went through trauma, or I should never. We never really had trauma, or we know how to deal with trauma. I don't know which one it is because a lot of people talk about how they are trying to break generational curses or they're super traumatized, and I just don't, me personally at least, I can't speak for you, but I just don't feel traumatized, so to speak. So I don't know if we just never went through anything or if we just know how to get through it.
I don't know. I think it's know how to get through it a little bit, and then at the same time, I feel like I don't be getting through it. Sometimes I think. Well, I know I don't. I would just say I think because it sounds like better or not as bad, I guess. But like I say trauma because I still be affected. Like it be days where I be super slowed up because like somebody we lost to death. So it's like that's still trauma though, because that's
Mm,
I have trauma from somebody who is no longer here. I just be in my own head. Like I be wanting to talk to Jose a whole bunch. It'd be a random thing. Like I do something at work, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta hit my boy. And then it's like, dang, I can't hit my boy though. So then you just be in your head for that. However long that lasts, it could be just a quick little minute, like until let's just say a song over, or I could be in my head the rest of the day now because it's just like, ugh, I'm just in my head. So it'd be like
mm.
that's technically like a type of trauma. Sometimes people just think it's like trauma, like I don't know, like a PTSD type thing where it gotta be like some type of war or some type of crime and violence and stuff. Like,
Right.
nah, that ain't always it. It could just
Some
be anything.
injustice.
Yeah, injustice or whatever. And at the end of the day, death and justice. Like, I mean, you read the Bible, we ain't supposed to
Yeah.
be dying. We're not supposed to be facing this stuff. So, but yeah, I would say that I would just battle. I think I'd be battling with feelings like that sometimes. I think that's everybody to like some level. It just depends
Did you
on
ever
what the
go back
level
and
is.
try to read text messages from him or voice messages?
Yeah, I still be. I used to, or like I sent him one text since he died, but then I stopped doing that. Then I started just hitting him on Snapchat because I just don't know who got his phone and who be reading it and stuff still. And I'm just not trying to text him and I see it delivered when he dead because somebody unlocked his phone for to see something. I don't know. So I just be snapping him now because I know that can't nobody open that. And sometimes I just like if I was gonna call him, sometimes I'll snap him and just like text him or snap him what I was finna say or whatever.
Hmm.
Be like, dog, it's still just crazy you're not here. I mean, he ain't gonna read it, but it just helped me. But then, yeah, sometimes I be looking at old text messages. The other day, I tried to find this old video of us playing pool. I got a few of them, but I couldn't find the one that I wanted, and it was very irritating. So I'm gonna have to
Did
figure
you
that out.
type in pool in your little search thing?
I did everything I could, bro. Everything I could. I found the screenshot to the video, but the video wasn't there. So it leads me to think that it got deleted somehow, but I just can't really believe that because I can't. I don't know how that would have got deleted out of every video.
Right.
So,
No, that doesn't make sense.
what helps you grieve? What do you do when somebody kicks the bucket? What helps you grieve?
Is that a saying? When somebody kicks the bucket?
Hmm.
I've never heard that in my life. It's crazy. And
Yeah,
another saying,
it should be that exact saying. Let's see.
I saw someone the other day with a bird in the hand or two in the bush. They never heard that saying. I was like, okay. But yeah, I've never heard when someone kicks the bucket. I've never heard that in my life.
Kick the bucket is an informal and slightly humorous meaning to die.
Kick the bucket.
I heard it in
Never
the
heard
movie,
that.
I think, with Morgan Freeman. That's why.
How do I deal with that? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just a more in the moment thing. I think me posting those videos of Jose was part of it too, because those videos I had a minute, but I didn't post those till he passed away. Because
A minute after he passed away, at that.
yeah,
Or
people
unless you're not
watch.
talking about them basketball videos you just
I'm
did.
talking about the basketball ones. So
Yeah,
I
so you
mean, when I
just
say
did
people, I'm
that.
talking about Ryan, because Ryan wanted to see us hooping with him, and I couldn't send it for whatever reason. Well, it's a
Huge,
30-minute
yeah.
video. Yeah, you can't just text it. So I was like, let me just post it on here, and that way, anyone who wants to see him can just watch it whenever they want, instead of
Yeah.
being like limited to having hit somebody up. So I think that helped, and I don't know. I think I listen to sad music whenever stuff like that happens, and I try to just reflect, reflect on good times, I reflect on the process. And I feel like a lot of that happens at night. I feel like a lot of deep thoughts happen at night because it's times when you're really alone. Even the last, not few days, but like I wake up early now to like record basketball stuff. And like when you just wake up so early in the morning, you're by yourself. And I kind of see why mom does it now. Because when we were younger, it was like,
We're
oh,
getting
you're
older,
crazy.
man.
Right, you're crazy. You wake up so early in the morning. It's like this, and it is tiring. I'm very tired. I feel good now that we're talking and we're getting into it. But like when you wake up early in the morning, you just have that time to yourself where you can just like think and reflect and just like everything just stands still. Like if I'm quiet right now, like nothing's happening, and you just have that moment. And even at night, it's the same thing. If you stay up super late, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, it just quiets down, and you really start to think about things you wouldn't think about during the day when you're distracted by your partner or friends or 1,000 posts on social media. You just you're by yourself. It feels like so. That's when I reflect on things like that.
You had a good point. That some people can't do for some reason. And I can do it if I'm sad, happy, or just in a mellow mood. You know what I mean? It's like listen to sad music. Like it's crazy how some people cannot listen to sad music unless like they're
Like you're saying, like
sad.
refuse to.
Well, no, I'm saying at different moments of their emotions. So like
Mm.
some people only can listen to it if they're happy. Like if they're sad, that's too depressing, they're gonna crash out. Or some people are like, I'm not listening to sad music when I'm happy. I'm gonna just listen to it when I'm sad because if I'm happy, it's gonna make me sad. And I'm one of the people where it's like I can be whatever mood and a sad song can come on. If I'm happy, I'll sing that or rap that sad song, whatever, and then I'll be fine by that next song. Like it could be something a drill song, you know what I'm saying, or it could be
Mm.
upbeat pop song. Like it could be anything. So I just
Mm.
thought that was interesting because I think music just helps in general. Like with whatever, it can just affect, boost, change, enhance whatever type of mood you got going on.
100%. Especially if they say words where it hits you differently, where you hear it and it makes you reflect on something. You're like, dang, it got you thinking for real. And with me too, I abuse music, so it's like I will replay the same song 100 times in a row, shamelessly. So if I'm feeling a sad song, like I will replay it. There's a sad song by XXX and Trippie Redd, right? And they have a regular version, and then someone on the internet made an even sadder version. They slowed it. They slowed the song, and that slowed version is good, man. It's so good to listen to because it puts you even in a deeper zone. And that's another thing with the internet that I appreciate in terms of social media is they will take a song and they'll just like remix it. And now it's like the song was okay or good before, maybe played out, and now it just has a whole different like feel to it, and it just puts you in a different zone. And that stuff, I'll be downloading those songs too, and like putting that in its own playlist of like reflecting and whatnot. So it's I feel
everybody out there, for everybody out there who has been in Zachariah's car before, whether it was in Milwaukee, Memphis, Indiana, New York, North Carolina, wherever you was at, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was for 5 minutes with hooping with him, please drop in the comment section on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, what song was this man playing? Because as Mac knows, he could be playing a WWE entrance, he could be playing a Disney song from 20 years ago, or he could be playing some Kendrick and Drake beef. And like, this man can play any music at any time and just be happy in his own world. Like, it's amazing. Like, no judgment. You can be fresh out of prison from killing some 20 people, and he's gonna play some Disney for you and have a good time. This is Zach. This is what he does.
That's right.
So please comment what song or songs have you heard that really surprised you? Because I know one of my good friends, to this day, she not only, let me not say that, but she really loves you for one reason that happened in her life, and you played a Miley Cyrus song, It's the Climb, and like actually knew the lyrics and killed it. And she was so impressed. She was like, hey, you see what I'm saying? You impress people. You impress people.
It's crazy because when you first talked about throwback songs, I thought about like Hannah Montana, right? Hannah Montana, of course, all the Disney shows. But The Climb, bro, The Climb. You talk about getting your feelings / getting motivated. Bro, The Climb will put you through it, bro. What? Miley Cyrus had bangers back in the day. Do not let her little wrecking ball phase like get you thinking twice, bro. That is an all-time like great song. That might be like a top 20 song all time, bro. That song is so good. Like if you actually think about it. But yeah, there's plenty of songs, and the thing is that we all have this inner child that some people acknowledge and some people just like don't acknowledge and abuse. But it's like we all went through similar things. We've listened to these songs before. So when you play those old songs, especially ones that people don't necessarily have on their playlist, they're like, dang, bro, like you just woke up my inner, like Little Me. Love that song. I sung that song every morning on Saturday, before when I woke up after not having to go to school, and I'm watching Disney or Cartoon Network, or I'm driving the car with Mama, or we cleaning around the house and they playing music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all those different songs just have that meaning to it. So yeah, man, it's just good.
And for a handful, I'm gonna say a lot actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say a handful to a lot of like girls who are our age, so now a woman, but girls at the age of Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, bro. At least for me, I know a handful that actually like Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana was like one of their first concerts. Because as a kid, that's who like, they can go see with their parents. So like they're actually going to go see her as like both technically or whatever. When you say something or do something or play something that brings up that inner child out of them, that just happened the other day. I don't know what I did or said, but that somebody said like, dog, you just reminded me of that. And I just had a good feeling because I was happy I did that for them. Because my question is, like you said, we all have that inner child. No matter 90-year-olds, the realest 90-year-olds, when you talk to them, they'll be like, dog, inside, bro, I still feel like I could go do everything I did when I was 20. I still want to, but they're like, I'm living in this body. I can't do it. Yes. So my question to you is, for those who are like 30s, 40s, healthy 50s and 60s who can still actively move, even people are still active in their 70s and 90s. It just depends on how your body went.
Right.
Why do you think people let that inner child die? Like, you know what I mean? Or why do you think they just press it down so much where you know what I mean? They're almost mad at the next person for enjoying their inner child, you know?
First of all, before I answer that question, Arc Patrol Let Go. That is the song they use for most social media posts, where it has that little sound in the chorus that has people like throwback. So if for anyone who doesn't know, but why do people let their inner child die? That's a great question. That's a great question. I feel like the best way to answer that is just through my own experience. And when I do things that are like childish, so to speak, that's what people say. They're like, "Oh, it's childish. You know, why are you doing that?" Or blah blah blah. And it's like you're just having fun. You're just having fun. What defines something as childish? I don't even know. I guess acting like a child. I don't know. But yeah, I think they just fall into this box of being an adult and not being childish. And what do most adults like to do? It's like, oh, let's go out and party. Let's go out and get drunk and all that good stuff. And nothing else matters. You know, work, drink, party. That's it. And
Yeah.
I'm honestly not into either one of those things. I don't drink or I don't party like that. I just like doing things that make me happy. And I think a lot of people would just let that go. I think they just let it go. They just fall into what people tell them is happiness, like alcohol. Like when you're younger, everyone's like, "Oh, I can't wait till I'm 21 to drink and drink and drink," right? And then it's just not. It doesn't bring them what they think. Even the other day, I was talking to someone. I said, you know, everyone talks about how good alcohol is, but then they celebrate somebody who's been sober. They celebrate. They're like, "Oh, you've been sober this long?" Like, "Oh my gosh, good for you. I know how hard it is, and it's so much better to not do it anyway." And everybody knows that. Everybody will openly acknowledge like being sober is better, but still they'll push this idea on you that it's better to drink. So when we talk about the inner child dying, it's just them letting it go to be more mature. That's what it is in my opinion. Because there's no other reason. If something brings you happiness, why would you drop it? That doesn't make sense to me. So something I always love to do, no matter what anybody has ever done, like before I was with people, after I'm with people, is basketball. I love basketball so much. And even when I'm married now, it's like I still play basketball. I woke up this morning, I woke up at 5 in the morning, bro. 5 in the morning to play basketball, bro. I didn't meet nobody there. It wasn't no runs. It was just me, the court, and the ball, bro. That's it. So that's what I love to do. I love basketball so much. So when you find something you love to do, bro, I would just never let it go because it doesn't make sense to let it go. Why would you let that part of you die? You know?
Yeah.
What about you? Why do you think that?
Money is the root of all evil. That's what I think. People, it be the most richest, and like it be the people that got so much money to just be like stuck up, and they be like, "Oh, you gotta work," and like if you want to do this and that. And I ain't gonna lie, I heard one of the saddest things from. I'm pretty 100% sure it was a 21 Savage interview. 21 Savage was just saying how now that he's up and has all the money in the world, like he was like it was almost better living with like a broke parent, like in the hood, because he was like they was there. He was like it was always present, and he was like now I'm on the road, this and that, like trying to see my kids, and like I think that's one of the saddest things I've seen from like almost anybody make it besides when you sit down and listen to 50 Cent talk about why Eminem didn't go on tour back then with him, and Eminem was like, if I go, I don't think I'll come back. Like I'm a Miss Haley, she'll be all grown up. And 50 Cent was like, I thought he was crazy, but he was like, dog, I was just at Haley's wedding, and he was like, that's like one of the first events I've been to in her life. He was like, so I get what he's saying. And same thing as 21. It's like people who don't have such a fast lifestyle are just more present. And like I think when you get caught up, some adults just get so caught up in money and work because they grew up super poor. Whether you be black or white, whether you in the hood poor or you in a trailer park where white people poor, like some people just grew up so bad where they're just like, I can't grow up that bad, and my family, my kids can't grow up that bad.
Yeah.
So instead of them being happy and fine with living off $1 million, which is so doable because people don't see that in a lifetime, they're like, no, I need to make that 10 times over so we can have my great grandchildren can at least start off with $1 million. Where it's like, no, bro, just have that million and invest in property. How many times do celebrities and just everyday people invest in property, and property is going to carry down to generation and
It will.
generation. You see what I'm saying? Even if
And the
you,
value's going up, man.
bro, it's going up, or some places it goes down, but that's where you figure it out. You fix things up, or you sell it, or you just, go how the economy's going. But it's ways to have money frequently and continuously without killing yourself with traveling the whole world. And I just, like I said, that makes me so sad because I guess I'm not a rich one. So some people may go in with this mindset and then they're like, yeah, but you see that first meal, and like people say, greed. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, now it's so easy with that first one. Let me do two more. Whatever the case is, cool.
Right.
At the end of the day, you just gotta have you gotta know yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta respect yourself enough to stand on something. So yeah, that's what I think it is though. People,
Yeah.
that's just what I think it is, bro. Which is sad, bro, because even like I guess now more and more you hear these Hollywood stories, and some of the funniest actors do not like working in Hollywood with a lot of these producers or other actors because they're just weird, bro. Like literally weird. And it'd be like I said, funny actors, bro. Like Jim Carrey, literally one of the OGs, funny. And like he don't mess around with the industry too heavy. Like you see Adam Sandler, he done brought in his people from day one, who's always been in his movies, and he has his own production company or whatever,
Right.
where he don't even need to be around nobody he don't want to be around. So I guess when I got older, I started to see why certain celebrities moved how they did, at least from like our view of down here and everything that happens in Hollywood. But yeah, bro, it's just a facade, bro. Everybody want to be a kid still. They just have to act. Oh, I don't want to. It's like you said. They start to throw a word on it like childish. Oh, you're acting childish. Where it's like, bro, we supposed to be looking at kids and actually learning from them, bro. Like that's what the Bible say. Like look at it. Look how happy that kid is and how innocent he
The
is.
humility, right?
Come on, what? Like that's
Innocence,
you
yeah.
you learn from that kid, bro. Cause right now they know God already knew that when we get big and grown, we become haughty and we just think we know everything, bro. No, we do not, bro. So anybody, that's a great point. Anybody out there right now who is like, bro, I know my dad, he don't like, he be saying this is childish, or I be thinking stuff is childish. Like, you need to take a second and just reflect, bro. It's not childish, it's you. You see what I'm saying? It's you. Because sometimes it can be childish, but you really gonna know. It's not, it's just gonna be annoying at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's not even gonna be childish. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like, bro, just, can you stop? Like, but
Right.
when somebody just is having fun and enjoying their inner child and just living with that as an adult, that's not childish, bro. That's called living. You see what I'm saying? Like that's simple as that, bro. You gotta have fun,
Yeah.
bro.
People not
You
living.
gotta have
Yeah.
fun.
No, and
Simple
people
as
do
that.
get caught
Let
up.
me tell you, bro. I see some monkey bars, bro. I'm finna go run and climb a few little monkey bars. Just make sure I still got it. If you call that childish, hey, I kick you in the face when I'm coming down from him. It's cool. We can make it childish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people do get caught up in making too much money, especially when you already made enough. You know, like it's okay to be around your family too. But
That's
you
what I don't
mentioned
get about
that
people, bro. Like
you mentioned that someone said that they got all the money and now they don't even care. And there was a more recent interview
much,
actually
yeah.
that happened. Well, by the time this comes out, it'll be months, but it came out probably a few weeks ago, and it was, I think it was DDG and Bad I don't know how to say her name. Catch Me Outside girl. Bad Baby, is that her name? I don't
yeah,
know.
Bad Baby, not Bunny. That's a
Yeah,
rapper.
Bad Baby. Her name is just type weird. Anyway, he was doing his little stream or whatever, and she talked about all the money she made, and she was just saying how she bored with life. She said she bought everything she ever wanted, and now she don't know what to do, and this, that, and the other, and it's just like she apparently she didn't have that inner child because she don't.
Thank
like,
you, bro. Because
if I
it's
had
that
all the
simple.
money, bro, I would have a basketball court and I'll be running tournaments there, and I'll be having so much fun, bro. But that's the thing, she just didn't have the inner child. Her inner child, she was on Dr. Phil, right?
Screaming at
Saying,
her
"Catch me
mom.
outside." That's what I'm saying. So it's like, what's she gonna do? Fight? Like she really didn't want to fight. That was just her whole. That was it. So
Persona.
right,
But that is
so,
an interesting thing, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like one of the most disrespectful things that they may not even know because they so far away from being how normal people are again. But that's one of the most disrespectful things people can say who just have it made is that like I'm bored, or it wasn't even like quote unquote worth it. I promise on my whole life, when I'm gonna just put it out there, when I make it and I have success where I don't have to work like I am now and be quote unquote normal, that's never coming out of my mouth. And I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because one, I tell everybody I work to travel. So now I don't have to work like I'm working now, but I still can travel. If you're bored with traveling, you don't like life. Let me tell you that right now. One. On top of that, bro, anytime you travel, you meet people and get to explore. And maybe it's different when you're famous because, like, it just, you can't, it's just different. People treat you different. So I get that. But at the same time, so I have a group of people around me who I'm cool with. Like, if I was to make it right now, I know exactly who would be sitting down. If, like, somebody calling, like, hey, we want to interview you, Kay, I know who's going to be in that room with me right now. Like, in that interview where I could talk about them. Like, they're going to be right there with me. Like, I know who finna get money already. Like, it's going to be set and planned out where it's like, I can't be bored, bro, because I know my brother free. I know my brother free because I done put him on with a job and then gave him a whole bunch of money where I know he got it. Like, or the homie over here got it. So I just feel like it matters how you get famous. I'll say that. She got famous for saying "Catch Me Outside," like you said, at a time where I'm pretty sure she was either in high school or maybe middle school, but we'll say high school. So it's like you already struggling. You may not have a lot of friends in high school right now if you're saying "Catch Me Outside," and then you blow up, we'll just say at 16, 17. So now to her, it's like she don't really got friends in high school, and now you just famous. So it's like, who the heck can you trust? Who do you want to hang out with? Like, it's a very interesting, hard life. I feel like if you get famous before 25 or 21, life is crazy, bro. Life is crazy. Especially, it's just crazy. I can't imagine being Justin
So you feel
Bieber.
like if you got famous that you would 100% know who to trust, like with your money, like be around.
This is so stupid to me, bro. People get famous and then they act like they need to work with people in the industry. Well, never. If I ever got famous, I'm not signing. I'm not shaking nobody's hand from the industry as far as a contract deal, bro. The only people, my manager is going to be my girl or my mom. Like, it's that simple, bro. And people be like, oh, like, people don't trust their spouses these days. So they're like, oh, they're not going to manage my money because we'll break up and they'll take it. Bro, I got a different type of trust, bro. It is what it is. Like, I'm gonna just say that I don't mess with women like that. Like, my girl's not gonna do me dirty like Tiana. What's her name? Taylor just did Iman Shumpert after they had a great relationship online for all these years, and now that craziness, bro. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, I just think, man, I couldn't believe that divorce. I ain't gonna cap. That just got me on that, bro. I think you had posted on your story, right? Was that you? I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, how? All these years you were happy, and now I just feel like when women, and I hate to say that, but I feel like when a divorce happens, women get a lot, like, usually. And then on top of that, I think one of his things was 8,000 in child support a month. And don't know, no kid needs 8,000. My parents could not spend 8,000 on me a month growing up ever. I don't care if they got a bonus with an extra check. I ain't seeing $8,000. And they just gonna tell me that because I'm a kid. My clothes don't cost that much. You see what I'm saying? Diapers when I was a little baby didn't cost that much where I needed $8,000 a month. Like, come on. So it just makes me sick in that way where it just be weird, bro. I just wish that if you got divorced, it is what it is, but let's just, keep it more fair, I guess is the word, maybe. I don't know.
Especially, well, that's why you start seeing people put their stuff in their mother's name. You seen that a few athletes did that.
The
where
USC
they get a divorce.
Dude did that real good. Israel, I think his name is. Yeah, he killed that, bro. He killed. Bro,
and a soccer player,
actually,
I think.
Yeah, it was a story, I think, about an old guy. I don't know how he was famous or not, but it was an old guy who married a young woman, and she didn't know, but he had signed everything over to his mom already because he knew that she was just with him for the money. So then when he died, she thought she could cash out and have it all, and then she found out, like, no, everything in his mom's name, like, she didn't get anything. So she was pretty sick about that, but it just shows, bro, marry people for the right reasons, bro. If you young and you don't like old people, then marry a young person. It don't matter if the old person got money, man. Like, if you're young and like old people, not for money, then hey, go crazy. But stop marrying for the money, you weirdos. You freaking weirdos. Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.